Welcome to Creative Madness.
Hey YouTube Nation, it's the homie Game Guru and I'm back for a very special crafting video. Like many of you out there, I've enjoyed the Guardians of the Galaxy movie and I really love the characters, how Marvel and Disney took some of Marvel's most obscure characters and made them timeless and amazing. And of course a fan favorite is Groot, or more importantly, Baby Groot. Cute little Baby Groot. And what I'm going to do is show you how to make a dollar store hack Baby Groot out of simple materials and cardboard. So you can see here, it's in his little tin. He's double-sided, and not only does he move, look at him moving back and forth while in place, and he has arm articulation. So you can move back and forth like this. So I'm going to show you how to make your own little Baby Groot for you to use any way you wish.
I am Groot!
So let's get started. Okay everyone, now to get this project up and going, it's very simple, not complicated, but of course we need supplies. So the first thing we need is an image of cute old Baby Groot. Now this I got from Google Images. I just found an image, played with it in Photoshop, but you could find tons of images of Baby Groot online. And what you're looking at here is that this is all just one image really. So it's this original image here. This upside down one here is just the mirror flipped image of this one because I want Groot, the image, to be on both sides. And the only reason why it's upside down is this is how I had to put it in order for all this to fit on an 8.5 by 11 regular sheet of paper. And it will be glued onto some scrap cardboard that I have here, and I will use either double-sided tape or spray glue. And with double-sided tape you can get that at your local dollar store. Also from your local dollar store you want to get a flower pot. I got this silver one here. I got these little shiny rocks here that they sell in packages at my local dollar store as well, and these are being used to weigh down the flower pot so Groot doesn't fall over when you're playing with it. Very important and easy to get is a door stopper. Or you want any spring that you could get your hands on that's pliable and easily move. Of course, white glue, your scissors, cutting materials. Now, when it comes to fastening the arms to both sides of Baby Groot, you want something that will go through. Now here, I'm using soldering wire here. You don't have to use this. You could use anything, even a small screw. This is just what I have in my house anyways. And this is why I have the pliers sitting right here just to cut them. But get your materials together and let's get a Baby Groot going. The first thing we want to do is glue down the full image of Baby Groot. Don't have to cut anything yet, just a full piece of paper onto the scrap cardboard. And again, as I mentioned, use double-sided tape or spray glue, whatever you like. Once the glue is dried and the image is set onto the cardboard, what you're going to do is take your scissors and or your cutting blade and carefully cut around each one of the images of Groot and his hands. And from there we could put it together with the white glue and then get it into the flower pot. So here we have our cutout Baby Groots. Here's both sides, the mirror side, so you can see carefully cut out from the cardboard. And when we put them together, this is what you have. Fits beautifully on both sides. And I've already glued together the hand. So what's going to happen is that we're going to have the hands like this. And of course the other side like this. Now, you notice there's going to be a gap. Because of the thickness of the hands, there's a gap there. So we want to fill in that gap. So using a scrap piece of cardboard, what I did is I just traced out. I left a space for where Groot's hands are going to be, and from the bottom of that space and from his head I traced out portions and then took my time and cut them out. So here we have Groot's head, here we have his body, and these will act as filler. So when we put in the hands, they fit in right there, so it gives them the wiggle room when glued in, and then we just put that on top, and so it works and it'll be able to move on its own. Here's a sample of one side of Baby Groot glued on with the fillers, with the gap in between where I'm going to put the arms, and you can see I put a bit of a hole right here. I'll explain that in a second. What you'll notice is that I added in a little divot, a little gap on both sides of the image and within the filler, because I want the top of the door stopper to fit snugly inside, so when we glue it together it fits in. Now with that hole that I mentioned before there, that works with the actual arm. So you can see I did the same thing. I put a hole in the center of the arm. You can figure out the best way to do it with a knife or drill or whatever you have. And I put my middle piece in between, and that's going to fit nicely. Let me just put it in there, and then I'm going to glue this on top with the door stopper at the bottom. Glue it all together. It's glued onto the spring. It's nice and solid. Turns, and the articulation with the hands. You can see it moving. So the next part is taking this and gluing it into the tin. Okay, so the glue has dried, and here you go. Here's our Baby Groot in his pot. It is dried in there. So the last thing we need to do is take our rocks and dump them in there. Oh, some are getting away. And there you have it. There's Baby Groot. Why don't you wave to everyone?
I am Groot.
Pretty cool. And now you have your own Baby Groot that he can move around, move his arms with articulation. Simple, easy to make, very inexpensive. So I'm the homemade game guru here with Baby Groot, and I hope you guys like this craft.